Mark, I believe you said that every director must also be a writer. So does that mean that every director should rewrite, in some sense, the screenplay of the movie that they're directing?
Oh, what a great question. But there are two questions. You always hit me with two questions. First of all, every director should be a writer. Yes, every director should write. Whether they write well or not is not important. I think every director should understand the writing process. That's why we do Write Your Life, but also the screenwriting process, which is different, and to at least understand and appreciate the challenges of trying to get a story into what I call, the 2-hour haiku. It's like reducing it down to the story to those elements. We can talk about that later. But in terms of the director rewriting, no. Rewriting the script. A director gets a script. It's not the director's job to rewrite. It is the director's job to work with the writer. I'm a very passionate protector of the writer. And I think if the writer has brought a script to a point where a director is interested in doing it, then they should keep working with the writer. I don't understand this getting rid of writers or bringing in other people to rewrite. I do understand the collaboration of a director and writer working together, and then eventually with the actors and everybody else staying involved. When I've done films, the writer stays all the way through the whole making of the film, all the way through production and post-production. They are part of the storytelling team. I have my job, they have their job. I like having the writer on the set. I'm shooting something. There was one film I was doing which we were having trouble with a scene. I remember this, and the two writers were there. There was a writing team. And we couldn't get it to work. And I told them, I said, I'm going to improvise the scene. Hold on. And they went, okay. And I went back to the actors, and I took them through a process, quick process, and then we started to improvise the scene. And I remember the writers going, yes, you got it. Now, the fact that the writers said, yes, that's where we're going, I felt great. It wasn't me rewriting the scene. It wasn't even the actors rewriting the scene. The writers were there. I'm trying to serve their initial vision of the film, combined with mine, combined with the actors, trying to reach the characters. So I don't like the idea, although it happens a lot in Europe, which you may know. And I have a lot of friends, because I teach a lot in Europe, especially in Germany, and a lot of friends who are very, very successful writers there. And it's a constant problem. They will write a script, say for television, and the director comes on, and the director does a rewrite. The first thing they do is they rewrite it. I was, at one point, I've directed a little bit in Germany, and I at one point was going to direct something, and the production company sent me the script. I said, okay. And they said, when are we going to get your director's script? And I said, what do you mean? I'm reading the script. I said, yes, I want to do this. So when are you going to? I said, what do you mean the director's script? What they meant was, we expect you to rewrite it. Now, so this was the producers expecting the director to rewrite the script that they had bought and they wanted to produce. And I said, no, I'm not going to rewrite it. I'm going to work with the writer. So I don't encourage directors to think they have to rewrite it. I've seen too many times, especially in Europe, directors rewriting and reworking a script, and it was really clear what they were doing, unconsciously, I think, or maybe consciously. They were creating a script that they knew how to direct. And by doing that, they reduced it or shifted it from the initial intention, rather than trying to serve the script that was there initially. They altered it to something that they could handle.
And then the story lost its essence because...
Yeah, there's one very important project which a friend of mine had written, and she had a powerful script, and it was changed so dramatically into the style of film that the director felt comfortable in doing. He had been hired to do a film that he wasn't really comfortable with, so he changed it into something, and it changed totally. It lost, to me, the essence of what was there originally. It turned out fine at the end, but it's a different story. It wasn't what was there originally.